Yeah. We are in here. It is what a week it was Wednesday. And hold on for a second. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Yes, we are not going to be disrespectful. We are going to start this show off right. Rest in peace, D'Angelo, Prince, King of Neo Soul, however you want to say it. I just know right now they jamming in heaven. That's all I know how to tell you. You got Angie Stone and D'Angelo up there? Oh, okay. And you got Prince and Michael Jackson. All right. And you got Luther Vandross? Okay. All right. Oh, man. D'Angelo, Brown Sugar. Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy. First of all, I want to thank everybody for putting up. I know that number says 0. I don't care. I don't care. I see Grand Madam Tarot in here. Yes, I do. My spiritual advisors in the building. Groovy tonight. Really do like the way you groovy. Hey, really do like the way you groovy. Yeah, Groovy Feet is in the building. What is going on, Groovy Feet, Grand Madam? Y'all know what I say. We got 2. That's a crew. We can make it do what we do. Yeah, D'Angelo. Oh, man. Oh, man. D'Angelo, cats like him. Poetry night. D'Angelo, you get you some poetry. Somebody might be painting to some poetry, right? Lights dim, nice, comfortable furniture, right? You're sitting there just chilling, listening to the spoken word, whether it's spoken or sung. Oh, man, we need to get back to that. Oh, I don't even know if they got clubs still doing that. We need to get back to that, though. Yes, Lord. We need to get back to that. When brothers and sisters just went in, it was just cool. Like the emphasis was on being cool, unbothered. Like that's what that was. Not being turned up, relaxing, chilling, or as we say on Friday night, me and my brother D Real vibing. Yeah, we need to get back to that. That's missing. That's missing. This is some great coffee. Shout out to Plant Poppy, making it do what it do. But I think we got a great show tonight. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. No, we're not gonna do that. It's Wednesday. We're gonna get folks in and out and everything, kind of like the restaurant, fast food joint and everything like that. We still got one though. That ain't enough to have fun. We get more than one, we'll be able to have some fun. At least 2 to make it do what it's gonna do. Like I said, I see Grand Madam and Groovy Feet up in the building. And I'm almost of the mindset, we get one more. We'll be just that closer to the front door. Yes. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm not going to keep people waiting.
This seems like an...
I wasn't talking to you. See how not groovy. The internet be doing too much. AI getting ridiculous. I wasn't even talking to it. No, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's topics. Once again, thank you so much, Grand Madam and Groovy Feet being up in the building. Y'all did not have to pull up. I understand it's Wednesday. Once again, ain't nobody talking to you.
That sounds like you're...
No, Google is getting ridiculous. I ain't talking to Google. No, I didn't. Let's go ahead and go over tonight's topics, though. You know what? I'm gonna do this the right way. I'm gonna put the reading glasses on because I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm not gonna do it like that. Did y'all see the interview? Y'all know the movie Him just came out. Him, Marlon Wayans was in it. doing his thing. It got interview with Marlon Wayans and the young lady. Did y'all see that? Everybody, we're gonna definitely get in that. BloodLetter, issue 5, the final chapter. Where is it? Black Panther, Man Without Fear and the Most Dangerous Man Alive, a retrospective. I figure, we can chop it up and everything like that. What would be next for King T'Challa after David Lish run on Black Panther? Yeah, we get into that and everything like that. Folks say the darndest things, and you just leave your head scratching sometimes. Y'all know I did the video in regards to Ryan Coogler being seen based on what Brian Andrews was saying, right? He of the Marvel Zombies season 2 fame, notoriety. He was talking about what he had to go through, the hoops, the hurdles for T'Challa. And y'all know I'm over there, Grand Madam Tarot does and everything like that. I'm over there on TikTok. And somebody had a response, and then I had a response, and they had another response. And I be wanting to know, do people take the time out to think about what they're getting ready to say, or do they just say it? All right. Yeah, we're going to do about it. Warner Brothers to Discovery. There's been a lot of chit-chat, per se, in regards to Discovery buying Warner Brothers. Some people are of the mindset, if and when that takes place, that will signal the end of the DCU under James Gunn. Oh, so y'all gonna say it again? Never mind. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. 51-year-old comic book brand files Chapter 7. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. We're gonna get into it though. The MCU's Wonderman already causing division. Yes, Grand Madam. I be thinking, I be wanting to give people the benefit of the doubt, Grand Madam. I do. And maybe it's because I've been told I'm wrong a lot in my life. And so I think about what I'm getting ready to say before I say it. I wanted to see if it makes sense first to me before I let it. Never mind. Everybody's not doing that. We're going to talk about it though. Does Christianity only belong to one demographic? I know that's kind of heavy for a channel that talks about superheroes and everything. I was just wondering, because if I look at religious superheroes in the comics, every religion is open for one demographic, but it appears that real life, I'm guessing, only this particular specific religion, there's only one demographic in charge of it. Everybody else is just a lesser being, and they have the superior. I'm going to ask some questions. Not tell them, say I asked questions. I'm going to ask some questions. Man, let's see what else we got here. Spawn, 1977. That would be Kimoyo's fault. Spawn, 1977. Would be Kimoyo's fault. That said, before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. Boy, I see we only got one up in here. That's tough. That's tough. I don't even know how to feel about that one. But we're going to be undaunted. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be undaunted. So Julia Fox, starting right there, the movie, him, Marlon Wayans, right? I don't know if y'all seen it. I have. I'll be trying to stay away from stuff like that, but damn it, don't matter. It's coming. So, and you can Google it, look it up and everything like that. And so Marlon Wayans is making a comment about a real man. Julia Fox got triggered. Clearly, she was never taught any manners as a child. She wasn't. I'm gonna keep this blood raw. Yeah, blood hunt, blood raw. Clearly, this young, and I'm about to go there too. Clearly, this young lady was not taught any manners as a child. Clearly. Clearly. Second of all, maybe if she'd have shut up while he was talking, she would know what a real man was. Because see, here's the damnedest thing about it. You know what a real man is never going to do? We're not. Because this ain't got nothing to do with us. When a woman opens her mouth to say what a real woman is, you know what real men do? Because I ain't got no X chromosome. Yeah, I ain't got no estrogen. I ain't got none of that. No, I ain't got no boobs. I have pectoral muscles, but I don't have no boobs. I can't get pregnant. I can get a woman pregnant, but I don't have a menstruation. In essence, I have no damn idea. I would like to think so. I could be as empathetic and as sympathetic and as understanding and caring as I want to, Lord Jesus, I can. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, do I know what the hell makes a real woman? No. I would like to think so. But I don't. So Julia Fox just goes on, and I'm like, damn, so the interviewer ain't gonna check her? Because Marlon is like, okay. By the way, Julia, that was a real man. A boy would have swung on you. An N-word would have cussed you out, told you to STFU. You were sitting next to a real man. You just didn't know it. But why doesn't Julia Fox know what a real man is? Because I'm looking at the woman, I'm looking at the interview, you know what I'm saying? And Grand Madam Tarot, members of the Rock With Me Nation that are older, right? Dated, hurt folks, been hurt by folks. We're able to see some stuff. And I'm sitting there looking at Miss Julia Fox. I'm like, this sounds like a scorned woman. And she's taking her frustrations out on somebody who will allow her to. Marlon Wayans, I'm going to be professional. Hurt people. So I said, using my spirit of discernment, I said, let me go down this young lady's dating profile. So I got some names here. I got some names here, and when I look at least two of the names, I get it. when I look at least two of them, at least two of the names, three. Now, mind you, she's sworn off of men. Yeah, she's sworn off of men because men ain't ish. Her dating record though. See, it's one of them things where, and see, some women might watch this video and be like, he's being unfair. No. I'm not being unfair. What I'm saying to you is that you the one making these decisions. If you stay in a bad relationship and you did it voluntarily, kind of like how we would give you credit for being in a great relationship that you did voluntarily, you get the blame for being in a bad relationship that you did voluntarily. Now, hey. Let's look at this. What the young lady name again is? I want to make sure. Oh man, because she was showing her natural. Lillian. Julia Fox. That's I ain't gonna keep y'all waiting, but she married some dude Peter Artemiev. Don't know. They got a child together. I don't know Peter. I don't know Peter's. I don't know Peter. I ain't never heard of Peter. But I have heard of Kanye. I didn't heard of Kanye. You didn't heard of Kanye. And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just not going to advise my daughter to be involved with anybody that conducts themselves like Kanye. Yeah, I'm probably putting my foot down on that one right there. Hell no. No, hell no. And after Kanye, Drake. You know it's crazy because Serena messed with Drake, but isn't Serena Williams a happily married woman right now? Yeah, did she marry a dude after Drake? Sure did. We hear anything, any problems, issues whatsoever? No. Her man support her. She got a great husband. Didn't we just see her on the Super Bowl crip walking with the dude that let the whole world know Drake was Drake? Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Didn't the whole world tell folks Drake not like us? And yet that is who Julia Fox dated. Ma'am, Miss Fox, the problem is you. You ain't none of them men make you do nothing you didn't want to do. You did it. Now I don't know why. Well, I could say to a degree, you see little to no value in yourself. Because while I don't know Peter, I know one dude was controlling. Everybody and their mama know Kanye is controlling. Why did you get with him? I almost want to say he act like he's a narcissist, maybe to a degree a misogynist, but you had to know that going in, and you went in anyway. Now let's look at Drake. Well, hell, how two damn divas gonna be in a relationship? That ain't gonna work. that ain't gonna work. In essence, Miss Fox, it's your fault. No differently than it would be the dude's fault for being in relationship after god awful relationship with a woman, and none of them women hang together. It would be the dude's fault. Yes, ma'am, it's your fault. And you disrespectful as hell. You owe Marlon an apology. I'm almost of the mindset, not only do you not know what a real man is, you don't know what a real woman is either. Theo, I'm just of the mindset a real woman would have went to go see a psychiatrist that have all that baggage taken care of, so she didn't visit her hurt, pain, and misery on somebody else who didn't deserve it, just because she didn't got triggered because she chose to pursue horrific ass relationships. Your fault. Get some help. You say you swearing off men? Good. No man needs to be with anybody that's still but hurt, male or female. Stay where you at. Good God Almighty. Thank you. Thank you for saying you didn't swear off men. Stay away from women too. Women don't deserve you bringing your trauma to them. Stay by yourself. Do everybody a favor. Till you get you some help, stay by yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my goodness. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and keep up with these notes. YouTube, if y'all have not hit the like button, y'all go ahead and hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. What is going on with YouTube? I'm trying to figure out. Are y'all catching trouble trying to pull this thing up? Oh my goodness. YouTube, oh man, y'all getting some Aki stuff on y'all end. Y'all let me know. I apologize. I didn't know it was going down like this right here. I thought something was wrong. Oh yeah, I ain't getting no love on this one. I'm gonna do my best to keep up with these notes. Hey, no man, listen, it's something going on screwy tonight. Made it have some YouTube issues. How y'all do? You got YouTube issues too? Me too. Grand Madam said, I just peeped at a short. She's high, but define real as opposed to unreal, man. There are various archetypes for men as are women. You're absolutely right. Groovy P says Marlon was more respectful while being disrespected. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. She was absolutely out of pocket. But yeah, Kimoyo, I'm having the same problems. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna keep the party rolling. I'm gonna say that's crazy though. Theo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it is what it is. We gonna keep the party rolling. We ain't gonna let the enemy get to do. We're not gonna do that because Dad go. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. Keeping the party rolling though, because we in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Let me keep up with this last note. Swearing off men because you got issues does not address those issues. No, I don't. It does not. Grandma Tarot says quite a few in my goddess group are finally confessing to choosing women for their partners. They are not good with men. And the thing is that because I've seen the stories, and this is something that we don't talk about. We kind of sha around it and everything, make fun of it. Well, when does a man get to say, and I'm just saying we being this clear, open discussion and everything like that, safe zone. When does a man get to say, I'm so damn sick and tired of women, I'm finna go try me a man and not be judged by society? If that man says that, society is going to say that man was on the down low, always in the closet. I never understood how we as a society, watch this, two women making out. Now, mind you, there's a certain image there because we're looking at, it has to be the two women that you're attracted to for that fantasy to be what it is. But two women making out, oh, that's a fantasy. Two men making out, I never understood that. I never, we really don't look negatively with women being with women unless we say stuff that's derogatory, as in one of the women looks more like a man would. But you got two feminine women there, we sit there just like this. You can have two masculine men, two feminine women being together, cool. Two masculine men being together, oh Lord Jesus have mercy. That's gonna go horrifically left. Like society is gonna hold nothing back. So when I look at this young lady, you finna swear off men. No, you're hurt. You need to swear off of a relationship. Because if, and Grand Madam, you help me out now, they have a higher divorce rate. That's what's being reported. They have a higher divorce rate with women marrying women. A higher divorce rate. And when you look at the stories that these women that are in these relationships are telling, sometimes it's somebody coming from being in a heterosexual relationship and they never got rid of the baggage from that, and they take it over and they damage the other relationship. You need to be by yourself. Just saying I want to be with a different gender, that don't fix the internal problems. I don't. That's just patriarchal conditioning. Yeah, I never got it, Grand Madam. My goddaughter is lesbian, always was. Her girlfriend is with her after a toxic relationship or where she had a child from. I told her, this is my goddaughter. You hurt her, I hunt you. Bam. The expectation should be the same. The expectation should be the same. And I would like to think that like I said, I don't know. It's like I said, the mindset. I sit back and I laugh. That's the best I can say. I sit back and I laugh because I'm like, so you cool with two beautiful women being together? That's cool. And you'll sit there and watch them get it in. Right? Okay. This over here bother you though, don't it? Two attractive men. They both in the gym. They both look like the Hodge twins. That's disgusting. Okay. All right. Cool bean. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. So that's just me though. Like I said, she need to get some help because what she did was absolutely horrific. Anybody conducting themselves like that during an interview, you need help. You need to apologize to the people that are there first. But you know, hey, the Wayans are very well established in Hollywood, regardless of what folks want to believe. They very well established. So snapping on Marlon like that in an interview, that ain't the Wayans brother that's got drama. That ain't the Wayans brother that was ever caught up in any type of controversy. That ain't him. That, as a matter of fact, that's the Wayans brother with the most commercial appeal right now. This dude has been in a G.I. Joe movie. Like, okay, saying you don't want him to work. That's what it sounds like. Sound like you don't want the real issue or unreal expectations and awareness of who and what their choice in mate really is. Yeah, that's what I said. She need time to herself. Go sit down. Don't even look at dating no lizard, no cat, no dog, no nothing. Go over there and heal. Your choices in men are right there. And while I can't speak for one of them, two of them, you can't. Anyway, moving right along, we're gonna keep the party rolling because we can stay right there talking about that young lady all night. BloodLetter, the final chapter. Damn. Theo, what's wrong? I didn't get it. Wasn't at the comic book store. I don't know. I gotta. So I'm gonna see what we got going on tomorrow. I ain't wanna, belabor the point. I'm trying to get there. Ain't got there. Ain't there. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. I want to bring you the fifth and final chapter. Hopefully not the final chapter to BloodLetter and everything like that. But I don't know. We're gonna go back over to YouTube and see what's going on because I don't. You boy, look. It's saying I'm lying. But an error occurred. Okay, all right. I guess we're gonna use this tonight to look at the comment section and everything like that. We're not gonna be in here for a long time. No, we're gonna be in here for a good time. All right, Black Panther, Man Without Fear, and the Most Dangerous Man Alive, a retrospective. Did y'all read it? Did y'all check it out? T'Challa taking over for Matt Murdock. Hell's Kitchen. Y'all ain't check it out? Gray done pulled up. What's going on, Gray? Gray is in the building. Gray, the man on the town, the super producer Gray is in the building. Yeah, so we got T'Challa, right? Immediately after the events of Doom War, written by Jonathan Mayberry, now being penciled by David Liss, takes over for Matt Murdock in Hell's Kitchen. We're getting a more noir type of T'Challa, right? Excellent artwork written. We're basically dealing with blacks, grays, oranges. We ain't really using regular colors and everything. And what's the first villain we get? Black. We get to see T'Challa doing some amazing stuff. Mind you, this T'Challa is not blessed by bass. That's what I would say. I think that's the most effective thing. I think that's the most accurate thing we can say. Not that this particular T'Challa was without superhuman abilities, but this because he went to an unnamed Panther god. Like, I be wanting folks, I be asking folks, because I just be wanting some clarity, because I don't be wanting this, because if you leave it up to me, and you can't, because you left stuff up to me before. If you leave stuff up to me, then I don't see it. It ain't mentioned off panel. Kind of like that whole thing with the conversation that T'Challa had with Eric about smashing Aurora in Ultimate Black Panther. That conversation was off panel. We ain't got nothing off panel saying that T'Challa, no, he got these abilities by Jonathan Mayberry, by unknown Panther God. I ain't nothing written nowhere. I didn't ask questions. Ain't nobody said nothing. They ain't written nowhere that the abilities went away. Then, right, he over there in Hell's Kitchen, we see him holding a dude up with one leg. Now I can move past some other stuff that happened with the Black Panther Man Without Fear storyline, or we can just go ahead and go to the Black Panther Most Dangerous Man storyline, where he, without superpowers, is putting hands on Wilson Fisk. He putting hands on Wilson Fisk. He putting hands on Lady Bullseye. He putting hands on Typhoid Mary. And in that storyline, the last story arc, what do we get? We got Shuri and T'Challa showing up as the Black Panther in the same comic book. Black Panther, the Most Dangerous Man Alive, issue 529, which I gotta still bring to y'all and everything like that. We got Shuri and T'Challa as Black Panthers up in there. We also got Luke Cage. We also got Sam Wilson, Sam Wilson from Harlem. Snap Wilson. Not to be confused, but the dude that's got Red Wing, he talked to Red Wing talked to him. The dude that can see, him. Yeah, he's in there as well. Nice story, excellent storyline. We get to see T'Challa written again, because that wasn't our first time. Christopher Priest would have been the first one to do that. We get to see T'Challa outside of Wakanda, right? He's not going back and forth visiting Wakanda. No, he's outside Wakanda, what they call New York, the concrete jungle. He's there. We see Aurora, not going to act like that. The goddess herself, Aurora Monroe, pulls up. And what I like about how David Lynch wrote this was, and this is when I advise people to just go back and read. We've heard folks talk. We've heard writers. We've heard fans. We've read writers. We've read fans say, well, when Aurora is in a comic book written with T'Challa, she's written as a victim. I didn't get that with David Lynch's run. I did not get that with David Lynch's run. I got Aurora helping T'Challa. I remember that. Now, are we saying, because I'm coming in with the deadliest of the species, okay? Well, Aurora was apprehended by Doom, but as a comic book fan, I know that's not Aurora's first time being apprehended by Doom. She's been apprehended by Doom as an X-Man. And I don't think anybody was saying she was being written as a victim then. Hell, I remember that damn storyline. Kurt Wagner had to teleport way up in the damn air because he was in a room he couldn't see in Castle Doom. And that was the highest that's the farthest he had ever teleported without seeing where he was going. So when I listen to writers that call themselves credible, say stuff, y'all really have no idea who be looking at y'all when y'all be talking. And I get it. I understand it. You're the hot shot writer. You're the hot shot publicist. I'm the hot shot reader. I'm the hot shot reader. So lying just for lying's sakes makes no damn sense to me. It never damn did. Nevertheless, this ain't about that. This is about T'Challa. I could go on that rant all damn day long, but shout out to David List for giving us a different T'Challa story. We got the hate monger in that storyline. We got Vlad the Impaler. I'm calling him Vlad the Impaler. Haven't seen him since. That's a character that could come back. Sophia, the young lady who was a rebel fighter that started working for T'Challa at the restaurant. I'm sorry, Mr. Okonkwo. I would love to see her back, featured in a role. There was so much going on. Vlad's son, who has abilities. We haven't seen that young man since, and he should be grown by now. The young man that was working at the restaurant that T'Challa was running. We knew the dude was injured, mentally unstable, but damn, he's still alive and well. Where this is all under David List's run. Like, I'm of the mindset, okay, why don't we see T'Challa and the Kingpin interact again? I said, check it out. I will be dropping issue 529. I'm gonna do my best tomorrow. Having some difficulties, as you can see here and everything like that. I'm gonna keep up with these notes, but if you have not read that run by David List, because after I drop issue 529, we're moving forward with T'Challa. Now, here's what I will ask. This is the question. After that run, where's the next time you see T'Challa at? Leave that question. After issue 529, Black Panther, the man without the most dangerous man alive, when's the next time you see T'Challa? Maxine Shaw in the building, what is going on? Let's keep up with these notes. Thank y'all so much. I do apologize. I do not want to be rude. I do not want to be rude at all. We got Gray in the building. Grand Madam Tarot is greeting Maxine Shaw. What is going on, Maxine? What's going on? Keep it up, great. Greeting everybody. Marvel Comics 3 the hard way. Yeah, that was nice though. That was nice. That was like 3 the hard way. Like, cause I can do it, cause we got Marvel at the house. Could you imagine what that looked like? You see T'Challa walking towards you with Luke Cage, Sam Wilson, and Dwayne Taylor. Misty Knight. And they not smiling. They not, God forbid, you got Cloak walking along with them just for the fear factor alone. Hell, I got the peace out. I got to get on up out of there. Maxine Shaw said, Storm, he really told her not to come down no matter what. And she showed like surprise. She did. She absolutely did. Aurora rescued and then helped T'Challa List run. Absolutely. Dirt, 2 minutes. What's going on? What's going on? Trying to tune in, but YouTube tripping. Boy, ain't they? Ain't they? And I don't think I done said or did anything to warrant. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Dirt, too many. Okay, we all got trouble. Okay, all right. You know, they don't make it personal if it ain't personal. But yeah, so if you have not checked out David List's run, Black Panther, the most dangerous man alive, Black Panther, Man Without Fear, I will be dropping issue 529. Go back and check out the reviews, the shorts. If there's one you want me to actually jump into, an issue you want me to jump into explicitly that I have not covered, let me know. But we'll be dropping 529 tomorrow. And then from there, it's time to move forward. So I'm going to keep that question. Let me know if you know when's the next time we see T'Challa in a comic book after issue 529. Keeping up with the notes, Ryan Coogler, overlord of all MCU Black superheroes. Now, I talked about this, did a live on this a few days ago. And I'm on all apps, try to be, most of them, right? And so I put the solicit on TikTok. And when I do that, what I do is I put the thumbnail out there, and then I put the description, what's going to be in the video, and I put a link to the live, right? Sometimes you get comments, sometimes you don't. At the end of the day, it's about growing the audience, right, that's tuning in. And so the thumbnail said the same thing that we saw here. Ryan Coogler Stewart of Black Superheroes. And when I said earlier, I don't think people think before they respond. This person says to me, and I'm like, I don't think you thought that one through at all. He says to me, who else can claim that title? You mean who else can claim the title of being the steward of Black Superheroes? You mean who else can claim the title of being the steward of superheroes that predate Ryan Coogler? Why would Ryan Coogler be seen, if he is seen, as the only steward of Black superheroes? Because now we pointing out a problem that Chadwick Boseman was talking about. We're now pointing out a problem that quite a few Black creators have pointed out. But we as an audience, mind you, I'm African American, but we as an audience seem to have, so only Ryan? Ryan is now the de facto expert of all Black superheroes based on the movie he put out in 2018. So, person said they're not going to reveal their name. They says, who else can claim that title? I says anyone can make a claim. Whether or not they've earned it is something completely different. My knowledge of these characters predates the existence of the MCU. I'm not the only one who has that type of knowledge. A steward would not have replaced Sion with a made-up character named Njobu. A steward wouldn't make Riri a round-the-way girl when she's a nerdy, girly girl, and the Queen Mother, Ramunda, would not have been deleted just to see about getting the actress an Oscar. That sound like it makes sense to you? Does that sound like it makes sense to you? Because this was the person's response. You're right. Anyone can make a claim. However, the only thing I agree with you on is your Queen Mother comment. So this person has no problem, admittedly, with Sion being replaced by Njobu. This person has no problem with Riri Williams being not what's the word I'm looking for? Her character not being written properly. He has no problem with that. What he does have a problem with is the Queen Mother Ramunda being needlessly deleted. You get the representation you settle for. Now, you know why that's problematic in and of itself? Watch where I go with this. I went and did a live on TikTok, by the way. This person didn't see a problem with it. Here's why this is problematic. Wonderman is officially set to release on Disney Plus in January 2026, bringing a new Marvel story filled with fame, power, and chaos. A steward of Black superheroes would ask the question, why is Yahya Abdul-Mateen playing the role of a white superhero as opposed to a Black superhero? Because if anybody needs that shine, it's the Black superhero. That's what a steward would say. That's what a steward would do. Well, if we're looking at Ryan to be the steward, Here's where this gets to be problematic already. And I'm waiting on folks. Everybody that wanted to cry wolf when Ironheart came out, oh, I'm waiting. Everybody that wanted to cry wolf when they did the Lies of Wakanda, oh, I'm waiting, because them gonna be the same people wearing glasses with the baseball cap with the horn sticking out, crying racism when Wonder Man came out. When Wonder Man comes out. Why? Here's what we got. Jeff, I'm gonna go call his first name is Jeff. Jeff, based on his profile pic, looks to be a Caucasian dude. Yeah. Jeff says the race is never relevant to the story when they change it from a white dude. He pushed 2 laughing emojis. I get it. I'm right there with Jeff. Not that I ever cared for Simon. See what Jeff is saying? I don't give 2 damns about Simon, but damn, why we race swapping Simon? Jeff is asking a great question. But they had Nathan Fillion just waiting for this role. And if you're a comic book fan, you know Nathan Fillion was waiting for this role. Jeff got called all out his name. Folks automatically assume he's a racist. Is he? Because I remember the outcry in regards to the world to come. Quite a few black folks lost their damn mind about there being a white Black Panther. When, mind you, the Rock With Me Nation had been ringing that bell for about 2-3 years now. Stop accepting race swaps, because if you don't, they're going to get one of yours. Don't say nothing to me when Misty Knight show up as blonde hair, blue eyes, a 42 triple damn D, a small waist, and a BBL, and she's a European woman. Don't say a damn thing to me. Don't say a damn thing to me. Don't say a damn thing to the Rock With Me Nation. Don't cry about nothing. I said to Jeff, I said, here's where folks won't understand what you're saying. As an African-American man, I remember the recent uproar caused by Christopher Priest making Black Panther Caucasian. Why Simon Williams and not Adam Brashear? Why not a younger Bill Foster? What about Cardiac? In essence, why do I want to see a black actor play a white character when they could play the black character instead? Wonder Man will be an easy pass for me. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, here's where Jeff comes back. Man, I love Priest's work. This is a European male having a conversation, a European American male having a conversation with an African American male. We both see eye to eye. We don't want the race swaps. But if you're going to be fine with the race swap on this side, do not gripe, moan, and complain about the race swap on the other side, because it's going to come. It's going to come. Man, I love Priest's work. I have not read the new Black Panther, but will. Free country, right? Right. I absolutely love Blue Marvel being in the MCU. Cardiac would be great. So would Dwayne Taylor, Night Thrasher. And I mean, they already got Namorita in the MCU for a New Warrior startup. And now is the perfect time to bring back Luke Cage too. Also, with the X-Men coming into play, we have tons of roles for black characters. Lord have mercy, Jesus. That sound like a racist? Or does that sound like somebody who appreciates these heroes for who they are and wants to see them, regardless of who they are, in all of their comic book glory, brought to the big screen or the small screen? Shout out to you, Big Jeff. Thank you so much. It's nice to be able to have conversations like that, big dog. It absolutely is. Let me keep up with these notes. I don't want to be rude. I wasn't raised that way. Disney has idiots talking dumb. It's one of them things, Kimoyo, where I'll be like, you know what, you got it. I ain't gonna keep going back and forth with you. Why? Because I got it at the house. I got it at the house, and I got the knowledge at the house too. It's one thing just to have the characters, but to possess the characters and the knowledge, oh my goodness gracious. What's going on? Mr. Martin has pulled up. Who the hell is Njobu? We still trying to figure that out. I've seen some people who are having some experiences with copium. Okay. You know what was going on around here? Supposedly, Wonderman was a fictional live-action hero in the MCU. Simon was a fanboy of the character and gets to play the actor in a reboot. Sounds pointless. See what we just did there, Mr. Martin? Stay with me. So you mean tell me, and I get it. So you mean tell me this African-American child is growing up in the 70s, 80s. And this African-American child is being exposed, if you will, to television, entertainment, superheroes. And he don't see him nowhere. Sound a lot like reality. He sees Simon Williams. That's his guy. He ain't got Luke Cage. This is the MCU universe we talking about. Now, mind you, I'm not understanding this because I know a couple of things. If this is the MCU universe that we're looking at, there's no story about Black Panther. Okay, all right. No story about Black Panther. Gabe didn't do a damn thing after World War II when he fought with Captain America, huh? Nothing. No GW Bridge, huh? It's crazy. So the only thing this black child got to watch is the white superhero, and that's who he want to be. Ooh, see, they gonna cry racism when the show come out. They just not gonna call it. They're not gonna use it the right way because quite a few. And I'm just looking at folks. There's gonna be a Dominican chick that's light skinned with short hair yelling her ass off. There's gonna be a dude named Tony with some fresh looking glasses, a whole bunch of children's books behind him, a baseball cap with some horns on it. There's gonna be a dude that's got a bandana tied around his head. He gonna do a lot of yelling, cussing, and fussing, because that's his shtick. There's a bald head dude with glasses. He gonna say it's racism as well, even though he says he's without fear. It's gonna sound like you move in a certain type of way. Then there's also going to be the dude with the smooth, silky voice. That's not a brother. That, like I said, he got a smooth, silky voice. He's gonna holler racism. And every last one of them gonna be lying their ass off because they ain't gonna be saying for what it is. Oh, you got the that ain't even before we get to the part that Simon Williams is a white character in the comics. Like, we ain't even got that far yet. No, we still stuck right there with the black child idolizing the white character. We still telling that story. Where's the steward at? No. Where's the steward at? Because the steward should be like, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't telling that story. Where is the steward at when you got stuff like this going on? Because I know what's gonna wind up happening. There will be those of us that say we're not watching this show because this is a black character taking on the role of a white actor. It ain't gonna be no different than Ironheart. It ain't gonna be no different than Captain America 4. Then you will have the racists saying this show is woke and DEI. They're gonna use all the word. They're not gonna tell you specifically what's wrong with it. They're not. They're just gonna call that out, which ain't gonna be no worse than the folks over here that's saying everybody that's hating on Wonderman is a racist. This show is already problematic because Jeff, and I didn't went and looked at Jeff's comments. Nobody has acknowledged what Jeff is saying. They all want to just call him a racist. He's not racist. He's knowledgeable. he ain't saying nothing wrong. But because you don't, when you lack knowledge, you're easy to be manipulated. When you lack knowledge, you're easy to be manipulated. And I see that coming all across the board. So Paul Martin, good evening. Darren Phil, what's going on? I'm going to be angry. I misspoke. I meant Simon gets to play the character. Yeah. Shake my head. The Panthers were pretty much clandestine until the incident in Berlin accounted for Civil War. Yeah. Every white character, race swap, is a black character not being brought to life. Bam. that part right there. And Kimoyo, you would like to think those of us that call ourselves Black content creators, blurs, will point that out. Instead of, I would like to see the Black content creator, instead of getting excited, getting folks geeked, stoked to watch Yahya Abdul-Mateen play Wonderman, ask a credible question. Why is he playing that character? If you get the opportunity to interview Yahya Abdul-Mateen, ask him, what about the characters of color? He didn't see any value in them. That's how you move the needle forward. But hey, I get it. Understand. Moving right along, because we came here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Yep, I get it. I won't be watching it either. I won't be watching it either, but don't be looking at me crazy talking about, Theo, why you ain't mad? Theo, don't tag me in none of that racist stuff. Don't. I'm not gonna go along with that. What's going on? My brother D-Real just pulled up and everything. Y'all make sure y'all hold on to what you got. He coming back at 9:30 with some in-depth comic book review. Or those of us that think this show is silly may be called haters by some of our own. Yet us recasters thought another actor should get a shot to get the bag playing T'Challa. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Mr. Martin. So we got it at the house, which is crazy. The character, the one action figure I don't have at the house is Wonderman. But I wasn't pressed to get Wonderman. Moving right along though. Okay, so we just covered Black Panther, Man Without Fear. What's up next? Did y'all answer the question? Where do we see T'Challa? Maybe this will make it easier for you. Where do we see T'Challa and Aurora pop up next after Black Panther, Most Dangerous Man Alive? Y'all let me know. Still waiting on y'all to let me know what that answer looked like. Warner Brothers to Discovery. Try again. Maybe we can try again. Try. Man, you gotta try again, big dog. Warner Brothers. There's supposed to be a deal out there on the table. Discovery's trying to buy Warner Brothers, right? And I've read over there on X, that is really a toxic place. It's turning into toxic. Like, I knew it was bad over there, but it's almost like since folks started going over the blue sky, it's just nothing but negativity over there. Anyway, some folks are hoping that merger goes through because they want James Gunn gone. And they want James Gunn gone for two reasons. And I just want to point this out because nobody had any issue with James Gunn, the Suicide Squad. Nobody had any issue. Ain't nobody say that. Ain't nobody have an issue with James Gunn first season of Peacemaker. They ain't say a word. Ain't nobody have an issue with James Gunn, Creature Commando. None whatsoever. They had an issue with Superman and Peacemaker season 2. And what's the similarities between Peacemaker season 2 and Superman? It's the portrayal of the European male. like the European male ain't catching no breaks with James Gunn. And I'm sitting there like, well, damn, dog, like 2024 was the election year, right? And you was already working on Superman. Is this, and I remember you working with the Guardians of the Galaxy. You did the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was that, like, that wasn't this. That wasn't this. That was not this. It wasn't. It wasn't. And I see what you did in Superman because you got a nice dialogue right there when Kal-El tell Lex, man, I'm just as human as anybody else, man. I get up every day and put my foot in front of the next foot just like everybody else do. And I'm saying, dang, oh, ooh. So what what you saying is you got the immigrant, the alien, telling the human he ain't no different than him. Ooh. Quite a few folks didn't like that. Like they was mad. You know they was mad. You was reading on social media because they realized they had more in common with Lex. For the longest damn time, they thought they were similar to Clark, Kal-El. You Lex. Then James doubles down on it with Peacemaker. Once again, you're not seeing this coming. He said, so you mean Chris went to a whole nother earth and didn't know this stuff? Now, mind you, folks are gonna say that's impossible. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm of the mindset, while we might not see them, if James Gunn ain't got black friends, African American friends, African friends, he damn sure didn't listen to the stories they didn't told him. Theo, what you mean? Band-Aids. Just simple, something simple. Just something simple. I'm gonna go back to like 2013. Band-Aids. I'm having a conversation with somebody. Band-Aids. If we don't get decorative Band-Aids, we got to get clear Band-Aids. Because the Band-Aids in neutral color, that's not our skin complexion. A guy I'm cool with, love him like a brother. But it says a lot. He just knew up and down that he had seen Band-Aids for black people on the shelves. I said, no, you haven't. He said, yes, I have. I said, no, you have not. Unless it's a special brand, you ain't never seen Johnson & Johnson or none of those other major brands make Band-Aids for people that look like me. Cognitive dissonance. I'm not saying he's racist, far from it. He just assumed it was there. In essence, he wasn't looking for it not to be there. He was going in, looking for what he was looking for, and everything else was everything else. Chris went to Earth X looking for what he was looking for. Everything else was everything else, but to the trained eye, people that are observant on a daily basis, they were like, whoa, hell no, something wrong. And in America, you would like to think folks see that, like, you don't walk out your door and don't see somebody that don't look like you. No, you walk out in the real world, you're not going too far. You're not going too far. But Chris was so caught up in him, he didn't even notice it. That's going on right now in America. And I'm looking at James Gunn, and I'm like, you want to tell that story? That's what James Gunn is catching flack for. Let me make sure I keep up. I see Nitelum has joined the group. What's going on, Nitelum? Flesh tone Band-Aids were not my color. Let's see what I'm saying? Gunn ain't going anywhere. No, I don't believe he will. If Gunn goes, we won't see Mr. Terrific again, which will be sad in and of itself. Kimoyo says white fragility. Yeah. Keep that. Paul Martin says rumor has that Gunn may be gone. Is Mr. Terrific. That Paul Martin, James Gunn being gone is based off of a rumor circulating that's what would take place if Discovery buys Warner Brothers. I'm gonna say it like this: that would be the dumbest damn thing in the world to do. So you finna start over again? At some point in time, you got to stop embracing hate, because that's a destructive emotion. Hey, America. Hate begets hate. You can't move forward with that. It's paralyzing, and it only operates off of fear. You're incapable of loving anyone, anything, anybody, including yourself, as long as you embrace hate. That's what we want to do in this country. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Moving right along. moving right along. There is a 51-year-old comic book brand that has filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. That's crazy. Let's see here. I was checking this out. Was like, wow, that's whoa. You can, oh, let's see here. Thought I had this pulled up. My apologies. Y'all just need to know we are moving right along. That last topic gonna be nice though. Comic book company files bankruptcy. Let's see here. Here we go. This comes to us from Yahoo Finance. Specifically, I'm like, damn. Daniel Klein, Tuesday, October 14, 2025. With comic book characters lighting up the big screen, the demand for actual comics has gone up. The North America comic book market was valued at $1.36 billion in 2024 and is expected to reach $2.39 billion at 2030, rising at a compound annual growth rate of 9.91%. The North America comic book market is experiencing a significant growth driven by the increasing popularity of graphic novels, digital comics, and superhero-based content, according to data from research markets. And while the biggest players, Walt Disney's Marvel and Warner Brothers Discovery's DC, dominate the market, other players have grown too. Superhero franchises from major studios like Marvel and DC continue to dominate both the comic and film industries, attracting a broader audience. Additionally, the rising interest in diverse storytelling including independent and niche genres, is expanding the market, the report shared. Despite the growing market, Humanoids, the U.S. arm of a French comic book company, has followed its parent company into Chapter 7 bankruptcy. I don't know if we're familiar with Humanoids, but I'm putting it out there. Humanoids has a long and colorful history. Humanoids began under the name Les Humanoides Associés. I got to work on my Spanish. French. In the turbulent early 1970s in Paris, which, like San Francisco and New York, was alive with the spirit of artistic revolution. In the 70s, absolutely. As young people were debating ideas in unprecedented ways, graphic novel artist Jean Girard, known as Mobius, and Philippe Droulet, along with writer Jean-Pierre Dionnet, were determined to push the limits of their art and of the medium as a whole. They joined forces to create a comics magazine like none before. Metal Hurlant, French for screaming metal, the company shared on its website. Metal Hurlant, which was adapted into the 1981 movie Heavy Metal, remains the company's best-known comic. It also publishes others, mostly in the science fiction space, including the Incal, the Meta Barons, Urban Legends, Louisa Now and Then, the Twilight Man, and Shy Ninja. Humanoids had originally filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January. Its debts, however, have forced the company to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. In the filings, Humanoids showed less than $50,000 in assets and between $10 million and $50 million in liabilities. The filing follows its parent company, Les Humanoides Associés, being replaced under judicial liquidation and facing serious financial trouble, according to a report from Bleeding Cool News. Damn, that's tough. Heavy metal. Who knew? Heavy metal. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I see more and more people rolling in, so I would like to think that whatever issues we were having with YouTube have been rolling in. So I would like to think, okay, looks like they are resolved. Wait till James hit y'all with salvation. See, they don't even know what they got coming. they don't even know what they got coming. You go and let them know, Kimoyo. Let me see what else we got here. That is a French company, Theo. Man, listen, the way they got my tongue rolling, either French or Spanish, but yeah, appreciate it, big bro. Definitely. But yeah, so That's tough. Now we're gonna get to this part. When you gonna get to the good part? Get down to the good part. When you gonna get to the good part? When you gonna get to it? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one for last. Spawn 1977. Shout out to Kimoyo King. He sent me and Daryl some toy news. Shout out to Daryl. He said that action figure is available in the OG colors because the colors that Kimoyo sent look like a mashup between Spider-Man and Spawn. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say no one wants a red and blue Spawn, a blue and red Spawn. I don't know that. I don't know that. But I'm not. So if you want it, it's out there and everything like that. Daryl did say that they have the OG colors available for that character. So I saw a video. What's his name? Ramaswamy? Swami? I'm sorry. Tell me what his name is, and I'll make sure. Ramaswamy. That's what I got right now. Anyway, he of the MAGA movement, right? Which, you know, do you? This young man, and I don't know who is teaching the Bible in these churches, but it's safe to say ain't nobody going home reading it their damn self. Like, that ain't the word that's being passed in their church. No, you being told what the pastor is telling you, and that's it. You can't question the pastor. Pew pew on the pastor, sure, but let's go see if the pastor actually knew what he was talking about. So Ramaswamy is being questioned. He's stepping in the name of MAGA, and he at this event. And this young couldn't have been. He had to be in his early 20s. Who is Ramaswamy to talk to them when this is a Christian country? Oh, it is. It ain't but one God. And you follow the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit in Jesus Christ's name. Okay. Okay. But this a Christian country. Suppose I don't want to call America a Christian country. Suppose I don't want to call myself a Christian. Why should I? Jesus didn't do it. I think he just followed his father's word. I don't think he gave himself a title other than I'm his son. So with that in and of itself, I don't know what. And do you own Christ? Do any of us own Christianity? Because we in this country act like it's just one demographic. Because you can say you're a Christian, but saying you're a Christian, historically speaking, in this country, don't mean a damn thing unless you are or look like you are a European Caucasian American. So is it that only one group of people can be a Christian? Or is it that this country is only for Christians? Because I'm confused. Mind you, I keep going to the Tower of Babel. Like, I don't, it'd be certain stories that I'd be like, I don't even know why you're having this conversation. What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? Somebody type in the comment section. What color is that? What color? I just go along with me for a second. Just go along with me. Just go along with me. What color is Sam Wilson's boot? Just play with me. Just go along with me for a second. Just go along with me. I'm trying to do something here. What color is Sam's boot? What color is it? So somebody type it in the comment section, because Dara like to play games and everything like that. Oh Lord Jesus, have mercy. I want to play a game too. I want to play a game. How simple can it be? Grand Madam Tarot said they forgot about the separation between church and state. Yeah, that's crazy. They did. And Indian step and fetch is crazy work. Absolutely. That's how the current administration sees Christianity. Whites only. We're going to get them. But real quick, participation. Y'all tell me what color this is. What color is this boot? I'm trying to go somewhere. Yeah, listen. It's red, ain't it? This boot red. Okay. What color is this boot in France? Since we just did some French and everything. What color is this boot in France? Y'all like Theo. Oh, just, because this when I say, pastor say, read it for yourself. See, when you read it for yourself, you can't be fooled. Thank you, not tell them it's red. What color is it in French? Here we go. Which is the damnest thing to me, because I'm looking at folks that call themselves intelligent, send their kids to school, high school, college, whether it's public or private, and your child is coming home to you speaking a language that's not English, translating stuff. Words that don't look the same, don't sound the same, but mean exactly the same damn thing. That's way too much common sense involved in this. There's way too much common sense involved in this. Wait. Somebody hit me up in the chat. What color is this in Spanish? What color is this in Spanish? I'm going somewhere, because I'm trying to see, are you dumb or are you stupid? Are you a fool or are you an idiot? Where are you getting your knowledge from? Because those are the same people who will sit up there and tell me to honor every word in the Bible, and they ain't doing it their damn self. Sit up there and make you learn every word in the Bible while they pick and choose what pieces apply. No, hell no. The Tower of Babel sit right there. And if you're a comic book fan, I know damn good and well please don't say you're a Batman fan. So how in the hell are you sitting there? Because see, this is where I get down. Theo, don't do it. Oh, why not? Different cultures. If we were all speaking the same language at one point in time, then red was red. Spelled the same damn way, regardless of what continent you were on, regardless of what village you were visiting, regardless of what culture you were part of. Red was spelled the same damn way, pronounced the same damn way. R-E-D, red. But then, man, let the book that folks keep telling us to live by, man got curious and from all corners of the earth wanted to build the towers to the heavens to talk to God. That's in that Bible. Billy Graham, Medgar Evers. It don't matter who is teaching. That's in the Bible. It don't matter what their ethnicity is. It don't matter what their gender is. That's right there in the Bible. It don't matter. You could be a religious person. You could be a nerd. You read that damn story. So having read that story, knowing that story, how does somebody like a Charlie Kirk or Donald Trump get you to separate yourselves from your brothers and sisters based on a skin complexion when the dude you call yourself worshiping only separated us to keep us from ascending to heaven? Sounds stupid. Sounds stupid. So Theo, what you saying? Suppose I don't want to call him God. Suppose I want to call him Inyami. What's the difference? Suppose I don't want to call him God. Say I want to call him Zeus. What's the difference? It is the All Father, the High Father. That is the one. That's it. You can look at the other gods around Zeus and say they were angels. It ain't that hard. In essence, you want to be separated because you choose to be separated, when truth be told, you're choosing separation out of hate. That's not why God did that. Thus, in this country, America, you can't call it a Christian country because you ain't walking in the footsteps of the person you call yourself worshiping. He was an immigrant. He was an immigrant. While you sit there and make light of the homeless, he washed the prostitute's feet proudly in front of the town square. You don't own Christianity. You never did. You ain't walking it like you talk it. You're walking like hateful people, hateful individuals. See what I'm doing? A hateful nuance. And you impersonating who? We're not doing that on my watch. In essence, to the fake Christians in America, on behalf of all of us that are God-fearing, I denounce you. You cannot wear a MAGA hat and call yourself a God-fearing person. You are a Trump-fearing person. It's two different things. You're wearing the mark and you're doing it proudly. Well, I have no problem proudly calling you on your nonsense. God is all loving. His son was all loving. Didn't ask for anything other than listen to me. Didn't demand that people obey him. No, I'm going to say what I got to say and I'm going to go about my business. You do not possess the humility of Jesus, nor his Father, nor the Holy Spirit. You don't. You're all miscreants, every last one of you, and you're getting denounced by it. Now, I'm going to say it like this, and I'm going to get on up out of here. And I think y'all going to understand what I mean when I say this. You can be going through something terrible, horrific, right? And it seemed like forever. But if you only went through it for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you 60 years old, that didn't last that long. Might have lasted longer than you wanted it to, but it didn't last that long. But you know what does last long? Do you know what does last long? Eternal damnation. It's some games I ain't even trying to play. See, when you call yourself a God-fearing person, then you know how this play out. If you say you a God-fearing person, one, you know he judged you harder than he judges everybody else because you made that declaration publicly. You didn't have to. You did it. Then you also know the only way to a degree to get around any of your sins is to repent right before you take your last breath. The thing is, we don't know when we're getting ready to take our last breath. Don't know. Then you're out here preaching hate as opposed to preaching love. That whole 2-year time frame that seemed like it was that long when you think about how long you've been living, but when you were going through it seemed like it lasted forever. Ain't no way in hell I know eternal damnation, because that's what you believe in, right? If you believe in the Bible, you believe in eternal damnation. You know that's where your soul stay forever, right? Okay. I ain't necessarily trying to have that conversation when it's all said and done. Mind y'all told my grandparents, who told my aunt, who told me, who told my mom and them, They told me that's what that lick read. Now, I don't know what it is about me that's got me believing in that than y'all do, because low-key, I ain't supposed to be checking for that, but eternal damnation is a long damn time. Are you sure you don't want to love? You sure? Okay. My brother Darren says it's called Crimson. Not tell him says Rojo. Rouge. Yeah. Peter Thief Thiel is behind all the conservative Christian movements. Google him. I would like to talk to Peter Thiel because I would want to know. Yes, sweetie.
I just got on the assignment I just did.
Big girl, my daughter just got that huge A+ on an assignment. What the assignment is, girl? Let me see what the thing is.
It's from what's it called?
Hey,
it's from language arts.
You sure it went history? It was language arts.
Yes, it was
language arts. See, my daughter sitting up here, language arts. See, we wordsmiths around here. You ain't gonna be able to fool her with that nonsense either. So, yeah, I would love to debate Peter Thiel on this bull crap that he got going on and everything, because white don't make you right. That's a man-made construct. Which you use to try and make you right. No, you human. You ain't no better than nobody else. I'm sorry. Your melanin, and the fact that you thought of that, shiftless, lazy, you stop describing yourself. Stop that. That's power control over the men. Yes. Congrats. Yeah, appreciate that. Now tell them, yeah, that young lady, listen, to all my parents out there and everything like that, biological, non-biological. You loving them children, you doing what you got to do to make sure them kids stay on point and everything like that. Go out in the world and be productive. See, that's what I'm loving right there. Because see, let Charlie Kirk, yes, I'm gonna call your name. This doesn't exist. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you don't get to two things. To Charlie Kirk, his fan base, his family. You don't get to misspeak on God nor my people. You do not get to use God to push your hateful, divisive, racist ways. Not on my watch. Real God people are standing up, and we're calling you for who you are. Pawns of Beelzebub. That's me being nice. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Let me keep up with these notes and I'm going to get on up out here. It is 8:58. We came in at 7:30. We made it do what it did. Let's go over tonight's topics real quick. One more time. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Brother, you will be missed. And I said it when I came on. I will say it again. I cannot imagine the concert that y'all got going on upstairs. I cannot imagine, but I will say this. I'm going to see you when I see you. I'm going to see you when I see you. Julia Fox, it's you, mama. It's you. Until you get some help, it's going to be you, whether you are dating a man, dating a woman, or dating yourself. It's you. Get you some help. BloodLetter, the final chapter. We're going to see what we can do to bring that to y'all tomorrow and everything like that. We wasn't getting it. Pray that. Yeah, man, listen, always got to pray. And listen, that's what you do. Praise your children publicly. And I like what Daryl is saying. Chastise your children privately. Let me say that one more time. Praise your children publicly. Chastise them privately. Everything you got going on with your children is not everybody's business. Moving right along, Black Panther, Man Without Fear, and the Most Dangerous Man Alive. Listen, go check those stories out. David List put his foot up in it. We will be bringing you issue 529 tomorrow. Check that out if you want to go back and get the trade paperback. You won't be missing it. These stories, as we doing them, they point out a lot of inconsistencies from those who are just MCU fans. They spell a lot of lies. It really, really does. Also, I asked the question, what's the next story we find T'Challa in? Actually, what's the next comic book we find T'Challa and Aurora in after we're done with David Litt's run. I'm leaving that story out there. I'm hanging that story out there for y'all because that's where we headed next. Ryan Coogler, is he the overlord, the overseer, the steward of the MCU? As I said on TikTok, Ryan just got here in 2018. It's no disrespect to the work that he's done. But Ryan doesn't know as much as some people you know personally know when it comes to these comic book characters. Whether it be your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your uncle, or your aunt. Hell, your school teacher, your gym coach. There are people you know that know way more and care way more about these characters than Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, I don't want to say it's not even possible, but if he's been studying to be a film director and a writer, he ain't had the time nor the energy to commit to learning these characters. Safe to say, if you feeling some type of way about how he's written a character you care and love about, he don't know that character like you do. So there are people qualified to be stewards that ain't Ryan Coogler, and we should not just be looking at one person being the steward of our characters, not when we can look at everybody else and they got a plethora of stewards in regards to our character. We have got to get past that it can only be one mindset as Black people. Got to get African Americans. We got to get past that. Warner Brothers to Discovery, whether the deal goes through or not, James Gunn is fine. Do not cut off your nose to spite your face. James Gunn, you gotta, when you tear something down, it take a while to build it back up. James Gunn is off to a good start. Do not listen to anybody who uses words like DEI and woke as justification to get rid of James Gunn. What you need to do is not pay those people any damn mind. The MCU's Wonderman, Ryan Gosling could have played this role. Like everybody named mama hyping up Ryan Gosling to be a white Black Panther. No, he could have been Simon Williams, Wonder Man, just dye his hair. Yep, get him all geeked up and everything like Chris Evans did. He done already been in a funny movie to a degree. The Barbie movie, yeah. Damn it. Does Christianity only belong to one group of people? No. I know y'all want to think that. Y'all want to act like that. But for me to believe that it belonged to you, you got to start acting like it. And quite a few of y'all not acting like it. You're acting the exact opposite. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Spawn 1977. Safe space. It's red and blue. You can. I want the OG. Dara got me wanting the OG Spawn. OG Todd McFarlane Spawn. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to get. Where we at, though, we going to keep up with these notes. And then, yeah, we are up out of here for real, for real. It has been a great show. I want to thank y'all for pulling up. Y'all did not have to do that tonight. Here we go. Ryan doesn't want to let go till his contract is up next year. Listen, God bless Ryan. We got Wakanda, Marvel at the house. I got Riri Williams. We got Riri Williams. I ain't gonna say I because it's more than us. We got Riri Williams at the house. Some of us got Wonderman, Simon Williams at the house. I know all of us got the characters that Yahia Abdul Mateen could have played. Like we got T'Challa. We got Dwayne Taylor. we got Luke Cage. We got Simon Witt. Not Simon Witt. We got Luke Cage. Who else we got? We got Sam Wilson. Yeah, we got all the characters at the house he could have played. Bill Foster, Adam Brashear. But hey, you know what? That's what I would have liked. I would have while Ryan is telling folks what they cannot do with T'Challa, Black Panther, I'd have loved for him to say something like, no, You here need to be doing Bill Foster. Yeah, say something mean. Say something meaningful and impactful. That's what I say. Something mean. Say something mean. I don't need to tell yeah, he is a black actor playing a black actor who wants to play a black actor playing a white actor. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me get back here. So I just did something. Somebody mean to do. My bad. I mess around and remove Grand Madam Tarot as a moderator. We ain't trying to do that. Let's see here. Keeping up with these notes. Now tell him says Ryan wants to be the end all be all when it comes to the Black Panther in the MCU. It's an ego thing for him. No one would ever be Black Panther after him. He got to go. Hey, we got it at the house. As I said the other night, I will say it again, this time with no distraction. The Rock With Me Nation has done more to facilitate the growth and knowledge of all things Black Panther related than anybody working at the MCU, and it ain't even close. It ain't even close. So when folks say he's the steward, stewards do things to push the needle forward. He has only done what needs to be done to push him forward. Not knocking it, but let's not act like if you are a Black Panther fan, I said it once, I say it again. The Rock With Me Nation got you the Bass Pauldron. It wasn't nobody from that. The Rock With Me Nation made you aware that there was a Queen Mother Ramunda head sculpt out there. That didn't come from Hasbro. It was the Rock With Me Nation that made Bass head sculpt available. It wasn't nobody else. So you can have that representation in your home, which prevents you from being thirsty for misrepresentation. So I'm not calling myself the steward, but then again, I'm not gatekeeping T'Challa either. Nobody from the Rock With Me Nation is. All we're doing is spreading the knowledge. We're not lying to you. We're not putting our spin on it. We're not giving you the lies of Wakanda. No, we going in, giving you stories from the Doras, giving you stories from the writers, right? Giving you stuff from the toy makers so you can have it. Well, if he's the steward, I don't know what that makes anybody from the Rock With Me Nation. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That said, we are up out of here. We are up out of here. Thank y'all so much. My brother Daryl is coming your way in 22 minutes. Make sure you got your notifications on. That said, we out. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, this has been a great time. In memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so.